SwoleBenji here. You caught me mining some silver, but I wanted to talk to you today about a build, and that build is the Glass Cannon Intelligence-based Frost Gauntlet and Spell Musket, okay? Now, this combination lets you AoE, or Area of Effect, grind mobs. It lets you kill single targets extremely quickly, if you're accurate, of course. And it's just really fun to play, and you kill everything so much faster than everyone else around you, except maybe hatchet players, but they have to get into melee range and you don't. So, who has the better life? So, what we're going to do is, I'm going to open up and show you the build first after I jump off this cliff and take a bunch of damage. That's fine. We got food, we'll just eat that. And let me show you the talents. Alright, so, we're going to start with the musket, okay? Now, before we actually talk about it, I just want to mention that because I'm just all intelligence. Every single point when I level up is going into intelligence. And this gun it's scaling off intelligence, mostly. So, when you put in certain gems into your weapon, it converts the damage to an element. Now, I chose lightning because muskets are thrust damage, alright? The ice gauntlet is obviously ice damage. So, by having lightning damage, we have no holes in weaknesses. Every single mob we fight, yeah, if I fight skeletons with cold, they're strong against it, but they're not strong against lightning. So, yeah, like every single mob in the game, we are able to take down very efficiently and quickly. Also, if you've ever seen the anime Yojo Senki or Tanya the Evil, she's like a magical girl with a gun, and she can like power up her musket and just freaking blow people up with it, okay? And that's what this kind of build is themed around, okay? Is being a wizard, but with a gun wizard. Okay, so anyway, let's get into the weapon mastery now. So for the musket, this is how it works, and trust, you gotta trust me on this one. Your first point is going to be into traps. And then your next 3 points, which you can do this in like less than 30 minutes. It's really quick for the early levels. You are rushing to tactical reload, okay? So what this is, dodging reloads the musket. Now here's how I do it, okay? My dodge button, oh, there's a player here. Why can't I ever get away from people? I'm trying to hunt an animal near a cave, and I don't want him following me. So I'm just gonna go over here. Just random guy, just like, hey, you want some heals? Anyway, so on my mouse, I have buttons on the side of my mouse. So I'm holding right click to aim down the sights, I left click to fire, and then I press my mouse button to dodge. And because I'm not holding a direction, it will automatically dodge backwards. So this is what it looks like. Here's normal shooting, okay? Fire, reload, fire, reload, fire, reload. You get the point. Here is what tactical dodge does, okay? Fire, dodge backwards, fire. Alright? And you can do that every 5 seconds. Okay, but we combine this, okay? So let's get back into it. That's your first 4 points. This is a huge DPS increase. Think of this as a cooldown reset on your auto attack. Which this game does not have auto attacks, by the way. Alright, next up, your next point, your 5th one, is a huge one. Landing 3 headshots will grant an instant reload. So what this means is you can go bam, reload, you shoot, and then you dodge, and then you shoot, both headshots, you reload once, and then you double fire after that. It's so good, it's amazing. Alright, then your next point, you can either go powder burn or empowering headshot. I went empowering headshot because powder burn isn't that strong without its, full tree, which I don't have the points. I'm actually really close to leveling it up. Ooh. Anyway, but the next one, you want to get a shooter stance and shoot more. You want to race to these two, okay? And what shooter stance does, it lets you kneel down and you fire and reload so much faster. So you're just like, fire, reload, fire, reload, fire, reload. And you can instant reload while you're kneeling like that, okay? And then after 5, well, it's 3 shots until you talent it to 5. Alright, hopefully that healer guy isn't down here killing Bright Eye, because I wanted to show off my combo. Because he's a beefy mob. Oh, and there's Lodestone. Ooh, Lodestone. This is the tier, like, a higher tier equivalent to just regular stone. I'll get that later off camera. So, oh, by the way, I didn't go over the other talents. There's an animal. I'm gonna throw the little trap down, and the trap acts as a wall. So if this guy leaps at me, the trap does it. So fire, back up, fire, and then we can double shoot him. But he died before we got to. But I didn't have to reload that last hit. Anyway, real quick, just to finalize on the talents. Weakened defense. This helps against shield users, shield mobs. You could also go empowering weakness if you want, but like I think it's bugged. It doesn't seem to work with powder burn. I've tried using this with powder burn. It doesn't seem to work. I guess burn is not counted as a debuff. I don't know. But this is a big one, okay? Hustle. After a dodge, you gain haste. This makes you one of the fastest players in the game, and let me show you. So I'm auto running. I'm gonna dodge animation cancel dodge, and you see that little boot icon at the bottom? Look, it just went away. I'm gonna do it again. So dodge, animation cancel dodge. I'm running at 10% haste all the time with no cooldowns. You know what else has 10% haste? There's a bow ability that does when you switch to bow, but it has a 5-second cooldown. This has no cooldown. So that's why I took it, okay? And then what else did I take on here? I took headshots, yeah. So let's fight Bright Eye. Hello? Where's the opening of the cave? Am I blind? Maybe I'm blind. Okay. There it is. Okay, so let's fight Bright Eye. Big old cat in here. Look at him. He's just licking. He's just having a good time. I'm going to put a trap down, and like I said, here's the combo. Headshot, dodge backwards. Headshot, dodge backwards, kneel down, but you can also powder burn them. Let's powder burn them. So, headshot, dodge backwards, kneel, and then we just pop as many as we can into his head. He's trapped. He can't move. I missed one shot. I'm going to stand back up. He's going to attack. I'm going to dodge, which instantly reloaded me, by the way, and then I got another shot because I headshotted him, and there you go. So that's a pretty big, beefy mob that's just instantly dead, right? And this is only the first half of the build. I'm pretty... Oh, I just got an ice gauntlet. Now, for your ice gauntlet, you don't need a socket. Okay, you can start getting these as early as 25. You can also craft one at 31 or 34. But until then, respecs are completely free. So if you want to go pure dex, you can if you want to mainly use guns. And I have a video on my channel on how to make ammo. Like, you never use faction points for ammo. Never buy ammo. Always craft it. You can craft it as soon as you start the game. It's really easy to craft. But now it's time to show you the power of the Ice Gauntlet. So here's how the Ice Gauntlet works before I get into the danger zones. Let me just chill over here a bit so I don't aggro anything and show you the build. So Ice Gauntlet, what you want to do is you want to race to Ice Storm. So the first point I got Cold Reach. Now this is so good. It's only 15% damage, but it makes you deal more damage than anyone else's left click in the game at the start, okay? Of course, Hatchet will beat you later, and so will a bunch of others like Bow. But at the very start, like the first talent, this is one of the best. All right, now you go Ice Storm, and once you get Ice Storm, you kind of stop for a while. You get Ice Storm, you come over here, you get Quick Frost, you get Empowered Frost. You're racing to Entombed. So you race to Ice Storm, and then you race to Entombed, because Entombed is an AoE attack. It's also an immunity. Then you start going down the Ice Frost tree, you max that out, and then at some point you can grab Ice Shower later on, like in your high level 30s. I didn't get this till I was level 36. Because I didn't need it. I just did not need it. This thing does not do damage. It just clumps enemies a little bit closer. So here's how the build works. You're going to run through an area, and you could just either run through it if they're around your level, which in this case, these mobs are around level 28 to 30. So they're going to aggro when I walk by them. Otherwise, if you're farming a lower level zone, you could just run by and just left click on each mob like so. And the hitbox for frost spells is one of the bigger... Oh, I don't want to aggro the big yellow dude, because that's dangerous. So look, I'm just going to show you a small pool. I've got a bunch of mobs. I'm just running them around. It's fine. There's two things you can do. I can either open with Ice Storm, or I can use the Hailstorm, like so. So I'm just going to Hailstorm, and then I'm going to roll through it, press R, press Q, and now they're going to surround me. I'm going to left click and then explode, and they're all dead. And I just made 185 experience. There are people out there that are spending like tons of materials to get 500 experience at the message board or whatever. But I can just AoE mob grind. Like, a lot of streamers are saying AoE mob grinding is dead, but it's not. I don't want to aggro the yellow guys. Those are not fun. Now, these particular monsters, you'll see that the numbers look yellow, which is kind of weird. That means they're weak to frost. So this is a really good like bunch of mobs to AoE grind. So I'm gonna cast this, roll past R. Did I lose aggro? I think I lost aggro. So let's just go ahead and kill these 3. Press Q, wait a bit, and then left click, and there you go. They're all dead. And I can, oh, here they are. So I can clump them up, slow them down like that. There they go. And then I can start shooting, or I can switch to my gun and shoot them. And you can see, like, I got a bunch of mobs. Like, other builds would not be able to handle this, but I can. Now, sadly, they patched it where used to you could cast this and switch weapons. You can't, because it will immediately cancel your ice storm. But another useful thing, the reason we take the hailstorm, you cast this, you roll through it, you weapon swap, that'll stay up, and then you can start headshot. And look at this. See, the build is so good. Look at that. That was just awesome, man. That was just, we rolled and we shot them in the head and they were slowed. And, you know, this thing is just holding left click. Here's another cool thing. Let me find a fresh mob, because this one's a little too wounded to show you. Let me find a fresh mob, okay? There is a talent here. And, what is it called? No. Yeah, Heavy Freeze. Heavy attacks will freeze a target if they're in an ice storm for 1 second. That's a stun lock. You can stun lock, you can't stun lock like heroic mobs or whatever they're called. But I'm just gonna ice storm this dude and then hold left click for heavy attacks. And you see where it says he's frozen? He can't move. He's stuck. And I could just keep spamming heavy attack and hold him in there as long as my ice storm is going. So Frost Gauntlet's super overpowered. Now, like, see this big gator? You see how there's like a silver lining around his name? That's kind of like a like an elite mob. I don't know what they're called in this game yet, but I can't do that to him. I can't freeze him. But, oh, there's... No, that's not iron. That's just boulders. But see how this guy does not have that silver lining around his level? I can freeze him, but I can't freeze the gator. Also, that's why we have the musket, because we can take out this gator from a very safe distance. This is actually a little too close to engage him, because we're going to have to roll around, but we'll do it anyway. We'll do it live. Also, I can't trap the gator, because like I said, he is one of the silver things. So fire, roll, kneel, and then we're just going to start shooting. Look at all that damage. Oh, he hit me through the bridge, and it animation canceled my fall. So thank you, gator. And you know, say he got close, I can just do this. I can just set in this, which he's like lagged or something. It doesn't matter. Like, he can't hurt you. When you're ice tombed, they have to break the tomb, and I can just left click and he's dead. Right? You do so much damage with this build. You don't need defenses. You don't need health, because you have entomb. You have infinite health as long as you're not like fighting mobs 10, 20 levels above you. And if you're lazy, you can just left click and kill these mobs. Right? Well, let's dodge a bit, but you get the point. Now, later on, when you get gear with some dex, and you get, you get more intelligence, this starts critting really freaking hard. You just do insane damage, right? And, oh, by the way, I forgot to mention the gear. Let's talk about gear now. Sorry, this is my first build video for this game. I'm a little hype. Alright, for gear, you're going to use all light armor. You could mix in some mediums, so it keeps under 15%. I'm using all light armor just because I don't want to risk being over encumbered. All you need is of the scholar. That is a suffix on these items. And what that is just plus intelligence. Pure glass cannon. Now, like I said, whenever we shoot a target, we see two numbers. The first number is the physical damage, and the second number is the elemental damage, which I missed that shot. Is there another one there? Yeah. So we did 173 physical to... It's a little hard to tell. Look at this guy. Oh, he's retreating. But yeah, like, all you gotta do is hit mobs once, let the other player finish them off, you get experience for it. Boom, done. As long as you do 15% of the damage, you get credit for it. Let's fight another gator. Gator fighting is really fun. Like, no other build except maybe Hatchet can just tear down a gator like this. So, I'm gonna shoot him, kneel, and it's a little hard, but just look at the nameplate. He's coming. Oh, he's coming. Look at that. We killed him before he even got to act. Alright, and these things are freaking, like, elite mobs. Right? They're pretty strong. And if we wanted, we could get a bunch of gators, and we could throw down the hailstorm, throw down the wall, sit in the ice block, pop them out, roll around. You know, because we're light armor, we have immunity frames, you know, while we roll, and we could... If we animation cancel our rolls, especially with the gun out, you equip the gun and you animation cancel your rolls, you're running at 10% haste, let's yeah, let's get another gator, and I'll show you. Like, the gator can never catch us. Let's get a bunch of gators. Like, no other build can do this. Here, we can get all the mobs. It doesn't matter. Like, we can run from them. Oh no, like, this would be certain death for some. Wait, what? Hello? Hey, don't ignore me, gator. So we can. Okay, well, that was lag, but okay, so we can animation cancel, roll with our haste, and they can never ever catch us. As long as we animation cancel properly. Like, you're not supposed to be able to run from gators. They're supposed to be faster than... I mean, they are kind of fast, but... Like, look at this. They'll never catch me. Right? And so what you can do, you can combine this speed by running through this whole zone and aggroing every mob. I wouldn't shoot at them. Like, in this case... Oh, okay. This thing we can't run from. This thing will... This thing steals stamina. It's very dangerous. But because it's a very dangerous mob, it's also weak to ice, which is good for us. And I ice blocked its attack, it's dead. It didn't even hit me, right? If you just get good at this game, like, these things don't hurt you. And also with, let's just pop this guy. Just classic style shooting. Like, this is what regular musket users have to do. They have to, like, get close to the mob and try to shoot them. Maybe they switch to a melee weapon or something silly like that. And, you know, eventually you'll kill it, right? Not us, dude. We can pop this down, we can pop this down, and then guess what? Once they get through the hellstorm, they can sit on a trap, and we just bam, 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 just shoot them down. It's really fun, it's really simple, it's a super powerful build. Alright, let's just leave this. Oh, I just got a... Is that an upgrade? Oh, we just got an upgrade! Well, so... Yeah! Yeah, that is an upgrade. Ooh. That is so cool, guys. Look at that, man. I've been using this gun since I was level 25. I'm 37. I finally got an upgrade. It's a small upgrade, but it's an upgrade nonetheless, alright? Alright, let's just... Okay, to wrap up the video, for attributes, you go all intelligence, and you put an elemental gem into your weapon. You don't have to put a gem in your gauntlets. They already scale with intelligence, okay? And the reason we do intelligence over dex is, yeah, you get 5% critical hit and thrust damage, so... and then, you know, you get to do 3 dodges instead of 2. You don't need 3 dodges, by the way. And then once you get up here, you do 10% headshot damage, but none of that... Oh, hold on. I gotta fight again. Okay, so you see the shock... You see my stamina bar down there, how it's, like, not filling up? That means I cannot roll until that debuff goes away. Very bad. Let's talk somewhere else, guys. Let's find a safe little spot. Let's just go out here. We'll dive into the bush so no one can see us. There's a stealth mechanic in this game. If you're not in front of a mob and you're crouching, you're in stealth mode and they can't hear you. You can walk right up behind them and bash them. Alright, that's how you do backstabs. Anyway, oh yeah, attributes. Let me explain. Oh, whoops. Get back on the ground. Okay, so the reason we go intelligence is look at these bonuses. 10% light and heavy magic attacks. This applies to the elemental damage that you do. So we already get a 10% there. 10% critical hit damage. Oh, what's that? 5% chance to crit or 10% crit damage? I'm going to go with the crit damage over the crit chance. Which, you can stack crit chance later. It's fine. Like, you can get up to like 25% crit chance. It's crazy. Okay, and then this is the killer one right here. That you get early game. It's 15% to elemental damage, okay? That makes the build do way more damage than going dex. And if you go dex... and you use Frost Gauntlets, then your Frost Gauntlets do no damage. They will tickle enemies. They won't slow them down. It just sucks. So that is why we go just pure intelligence, okay? If you go Constitution on any build, you're most likely going to go heavy armor, which you can't roll around like me and do fancy, you know, multi-headshots. But yeah, so let's end the video. I'm SwoleBenji. As always, be a bro and stay swole. Please leave a like and a comment. Go ahead and do that right now. Like the video, leave a comment. It is an algorithm cheat code. It is a YouTube combo. It really helps out. Also, 72% of you aren't subscribed. I'm not sure what's up with that, but just subscribe. I know my videos show up in your feed because you're searching up New World videos. Just, you know, subscribe. It really does help out. You know, sometimes my videos might not show up anymore for you, so just to be safe, you should hit subscribe. And I really wanted to pull more mobs for the end of this video. I've done up to like 15 in this zone. It's beautiful. Look at that. And pop. Look at that. It's so good. You can just farm items this way too. Also, flint. Anyway, that's the video, lads. Take care. Hopefully you found it helpful and useful. I'm going to put out a lot more build videos because this one is really fun. It's a super awesome glass cannon build. It's not really the best for like corruptions and stuff because you take damage over time, and because you're a glass cannon, you're going to take a lot of damage over time. Let's just go ahead and we can just shoot this guy. And there we go, 3 headshots. Very sweet. And if you want to open on mobs, you can just squat down. Like if you're just lazy and you want to go to a lower level zone and one-shot everything, then you just kneel down and you get 5 shots rapid fire. You can also just do it like a shooting gallery, like ping. This is another way to AoE grind. Just shoot all the mobs, right? Is there any more we can pull? I think that's it. So yeah, I can go back to AoE grinding now, and like they can't hurt me because I can just roll around, animation cancel it, and so I never stop running, and I'm running at 10% haste. And yeah, it's just so good, guys. It's just so good. It's probably gonna get nerfed before release. Yeah. So, do I even need to use Entomb? Probably not. I think I have so much intelligence, I just don't need to. All right, take care. I could do this all day.